this is the first video in looking at some tools and techniques in Illustrator. Now, what I'm going to do is have a look at some tools. As we go through, we might discover a few things at the same time about working things through. Now, the lesson this goes with is for rotation and repetition. So let's have a look at how we can start rotating, repeating something. Now, how I would like to start is setting up my screen so that I know what I'm doing and I know where I am. The first thing I want to do is bring up rulers under View, Rulers, Show Rulers. You can see that it's Command R. So I rarely go to the menu for this. I just held down the Command key and choose R, or the Control key and choose R. Now this brings up rulers at the side of the screen and top of the screen, into which I can go with the mouse and I can pull down and let go of the mouse to create a guideline. Left hand side ruler, go in there with the mouse, press down and drag out another ruler. I can deselect and select them. Now let's just see if I can move this, and I can, which means my default setting under guides here is to have them unlocked. So I'm in View, Guides, where you can hide them, lock them, release them, which turns them into ordinary line or straight lines, and you can clear them. So if I lock them, then which is what we really want, I won't be able to move them. And at this stage I might just create a new layer, and what I'd like to do is I'm just going to check which layer they're actually on by going to View, Guides. I'll just unlock them, and just as I select them you'll see they're on layer 1 there. So I'll double click layer 1 and I'll just call it Guides. Even though I could use this as a template layer, which turns the whole thing into a guide, and I can lock the whole layer from here as well. But I'll leave it at that for the time being. I'm just going to leave that there. So I'll do my drawing above, leave my guides where they are down there. So to keep going with my guides, let's just demonstrate that anything at all can be a guide. I can draw a square. Let's just draw it from the center out. Now, to draw from the center, hold down the Option key, and it will drag a shape out from the center of where you first clicked, which can be quite useful. I'll hold down the Shift key and let go, and choose the selection tool and deselect, and you see it's vanished. And it's vanished because there's actually no fill and no stroke. If things vanish on the screen from time to time, just remember to go up to View, Outline, which is Command Y, and you'll see everything without any attribute. And by attribute I mean no fill and no stroke. And you can see that something actually is there. Notice it's selected. I can click on it and I can just drag across and just touch it. That will select it. I'll go to stroke and just stroke it with black. Deselect. View and preview. So there's this object. Now let's say I want to make this into a guide, just to help me design something. I can select it, choose View, Guides, Make, and it's become a guide. Now it's moving around, so View, Guides, Lock Guides. Now they won't move at all. Now anything can be a guide. I'll grab the ellipse tool, start from this point here, hold down the Shift key to make it a true circle, and it's snapping onto that location. View, Guides, and Make Guide. Deselect. Let's just see if... no, that won't move because they're locked. Now the thing with guides, and I'll just show you with another object, like a star, is that I can grab this point and it will snap to that line, or that line, or it will snap here. Oops, there. And so it's easy for me to make designs. In certain cases, let's say I'm doing some packaging and this is a packaging template, or it's an illustration, rough illustration guide for a layout, then I can have things snap if I need them to. So let's see some of the things in which we can use guides. Now you may have noticed that when I click on this object, it doesn't have the bounding box, and that's because it annoys me and I only want it when I want to use it. Under View, you can choose Show Bounding Box or Hide Bounding Box. It's Command Shift B. So I use Command Shift B quite a lot if I need to work on this in the usual fashion and rotate. but a lot of the time it's in the way because I can't quite grab a point. It doesn't do what I want it to do. Command-Shift-B will get rid of that while I want to grab a point and move something around. Now just delete that, and I'm going to go to View, Guides, and unlock the guides because I don't need these two for the time being. What I really want is just a circle in the center for the particular exercise I'm going to do right now. Let's pop that there, and I want to make it into a guide, and I want to make sure my guides are locked. Okay, so locked, they're on layer guides. Let's see, I'm pretty sure they are, so am I sure? Let's just check. Let's go to guides, unlock the guides, select. They're all on the guides layer. Okay, back to view, guides, and lock the guides again. And you can see that they are no longer visible here. So what do I want to do? Any simple rotation of an object. So let's just try the ellipse tool. Let's make a simple ellipse shape by dragging. Selection tool, I just grab this in the middle so that it will then snap to there. And let's just move it up a little bit higher, and let's make another one of them. So I'll grab that one, hold the mouse button down, hold down the Option key to make a copy, and the Shift key to keep it straight. So there's a second one, and Command-Shift-B will bring up the bounding box. I'll just shrink that one down. I'll nudge with the arrow up tools to just do something like that. I don't know what. Drag across those two. Maybe I'll fill them with black. So let's just drag the stroke onto black. Click on the stroke and choose none. So it just has a stroke of black for the time being, which is pretty boring. So let's make it black. Red's much more attractive. Looks like an exclamation mark. Well, what can we do with that? I want to rotate it. So I'll drag across both, and both are selected. And I'll choose the rotation tool here at the left, rotate, click the rotation tool, and I can click in the center, and once I click in the center I've got a tool here for rotating the object. And there it is, I've rotated it. But whoops, wait a minute, wouldn't I rather have a pattern around here? So that's not going to help at all. I've just rotated an object. I could click here and rotate it again, and I could click there and rotate it again, and click and rotate again. Notice that where I click, it rotates around that center, which is all very handy, but not getting me where I want to go. And some people, of course, click on the object and then just try to drag, and it does weird things. So remember that the first click is the center of rotation, and from then on, this will pull that around that spot, even if you want to rotate it on the spot. So that got me into a tidy mess, but it's okay. I can undo a few times. So I'll hold down the Command key, and Z, Command, and then we're back where we were. That's good. So let's rotate this a little differently. What I'm going to do is hold down the Option key, which brings up the ellipsis. Can you see my tool? There's a little 3 dots there. That 3 dots for people learning typography, that's called an ellipsis. So with the Option key is down, and now I'm going to click on the center, and it will bring up a dialog box. And it remembers this because I've practiced this just before. But we have 360 degrees in a circle, and I want this, for example, to be, maybe I want 30 of them all the way around here. So here's a neat little trick that many programs will do for you. 360 degrees divided by 30. And I'll choose, well, I can choose Preview, which puts it there, and I can choose Copy, which actually does the act. Now, if I don't click, just remember, don't click. If you don't click, Illustrator remembers what you just did. If you click the mouse, it forgets. So now I'm going to click here, but I'm not in the drawing. I'm going to click on Object, Transform, Transform again. And because I didn't click anywhere in the drawing, it will remember. So I'll choose Command D, and it actually did it again. Now I can just choose Command D from the keyboard. Command D, and what will happen is this will land right in the right location because I accurately divided 360 by 30 degrees. And so that's a simple way to make some repetition.